What's up, guys? It's me, Coach JG, and today is day 3 of our foundation workouts. Let's go ahead and get started with a 6-minute warm-up. Our first exercise is a good morning. Hips are going towards the back wall as the chest drops forward to fire up those hamstrings. Feel what kind of range of motion you're working with today. Next, we're going to go ahead and get arm circles. Big forward, then big backwards. After arm circles, we have squat with an overhead reach. Sit back and down like you're sitting into a chair. As you do, your hands are going to go up towards the ceiling so that your elbows are next to your ears. Then you're going to bring it down onto your hands and knees, toes into the ground for fire hydrants. Get some rotation in your hips. Bringing it up to the outside first and then towards the back wall. After fire hydrants, we're going to stay in that position. We're just going to rock our hips back and forward, trying to sit your butt down to your heels. Notice low back is staying arched the entire time. Keep it from rounding. Last, we have an overhead press jack. As your feet go out to the sides, your hands are going to go up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands back down as your feet come back in. All right, now that we're warmed up, let's get into part number 1 with a single leg deadlift. Let's go ahead and start by bringing one foot up behind us. Lead with your heel and keep your hips square to the ground. Hands go towards your feet. Nice and slow on the way down and up. Keep that low back flat. 10 on each leg. Next, we're going to hit 15 on each leg of a glute kickback. Knee at 90 degrees. Extend your leg straight behind you, raising that heel up into the air. Squeeze that glute. Next, we have a plank cross toe tap. High plank position. You're going to push yourself back into a downward dog to tap opposite hand to opposite foot. Always return to that true plank position, shoulders, hips, feet all in a straight line. Core engaged and glute squeeze. Last, we're going to have an alternating forward lunge for 10 reps on each side. Knees at 90 degrees. Make sure that knee stays behind your toe and your chest is up tall. Take your time. Let's try to get 2 rounds or more in 10 minutes. Part number 2, we're going to go ahead and start off with a band forward press to pull. Just as if we were doing a chest press or a row, we're going to move our hands straight forward and back. Keep your shoulder blades backing together the entire time and tension in the band. Next, we have a band lat pull down. Start with your hands palms facing forward with tension in the band a little outside of your shoulders. Slowly lower the band down to chest level, squeezing your shoulder blades back in together. Then raise them back to starting position. Now we're going to bring it into a reverse lunge with a twist. Grab the bands, palms facing together. Rest the bands on the outsides of your elbows and right underneath your front foot. Sit back and down into that lunge so your knees are at 90 degrees. Once you get down to the bottom of your range of motion, twist towards that front knee. Last, we have a band lateral shoulder raise. Keep your palms facing down and keep your hands in line with your shoulders. Try not to let them creep forward or lean backwards. They only need to go up to about shoulder level before returning down to that starting position. Try to get 2 or more rounds in 10 minutes. Part number 3 starts with an alternating lateral lunge tap. Step out laterally, sit back and down, put weight in your heel, keep that chest up tall, but reach for the ground with your opposite hand. After 10 reps each way, we're going to get a bicycle crunch for 20 reps. Keep your shoulder blades back in together. As you bring one knee to your chest, twist your torso so your elbow meets that knee. Next, we're going to have our arms overhead with a little bit of a reverse step to a knee drive. Initiate the motion by pressing through that back foot and driving that knee. After that, we have a side plank for 30 seconds on each side. Shoulders, hips, feet all in a straight line. Stack those feet and evenly distribute weight through your forearm. Breathe and relax your hand. Part number 4, we're going to have squat to alternating front kick for 20 reps. Sit back and down like sitting in a chair, low back flat, and kick 1 foot forward at a time. We're doing 20 total. Next, we have jumping jacks to get that heart rate up. As your feet kick out, your hands go up. Hands come down as your feet come back in. Let's get 20 reps to get that heart rate up. Then bring it to the floor so we can work our core with a power sit-up. Fully extend your body so your hands and feet are about 6 inches off the ground. Your low back's flat. Explode, bringing your hands to the outside of your feet and slowly lower to starting position. Strive for 2 rounds or more in 10 minutes. Great job. Let's go ahead and cool down for 6 minutes, starting with a lateral overhead reach. Bring one hand over the top of your head and stretch to the side. Next, bring one arm across the chest and secure it with the other arm. Shoulder should be down and shoulder blade should be apart in the back. Now let's go ahead and open up our chest by bringing our shoulder blades back in together. After that, we're going to hit a prone cobra, so we're going to bring it down to the ground. So let's go ahead and press our hands through the ground to bring our chest up off the ground. chin up to the ceiling, close your mouth to get that extra stretch. Now let's bring it to our butts for a hamstring stretch. Stretch forward as far as you can, keeping that low back flat. Don't round that low back. Last, let's hit a figure four to stretch our glute. Opposite foot to opposite knee. Hold behind that knee. Lay flat so your shoulders and hips are square on the ground.